What about making your song better?
Hi there guys, Redhead Roman in cooperation with WA Production is speaking. In this tutorial I want to show you some great mastering tips and tricks in FL Studio which can be used also in any other DAW, sorry for that. And yeah, you know, here I have stems from the construction kit by big EDM label, which is exclusively on Beatport, and this specific construction kit is from their pack called EDM Madness. So I will just play you the part of it and then we will take a look at those tips. So be sure to lower the volume of the video right now. So yeah. And so on and so on. So here I have like 4 great tools or plugins that can be used on the mastering channel, on the master channel, sorry, and which so you can simply make with those plugins like great stuff without damaging the overall sound of your mix. So let's take a look at the first thing here. Here it is. Here is my like super favorite plugin, Isotope Ozone 5 Imager. It's not the whole Isotope Ozone. We have it this in there. We will talk about this one later, but it's only this imager section. So how you can use this one on the master channel is that you can turn down this like really low frequencies and make sure that they are all mono, because you really don't need those frequencies as stereo because they will ruin your mix. So yeah, that's a great thing. I really advise to just put it on your master channel and leave it there in all type of like projects, because it won't damage the sound. It will just make it clearer, and even though you are not hearing it like immediately, it can do a big difference in, like, for example, clubs, or you know, in some bigger audio things. So yeah, you can also raise it up these really high frequencies, or you know, you can maybe play with those bands and like raise up whatever band you feel. It should be more stereo, but not the lower one. Okay. Yeah, you won't hear much, but it's there. It's a great thing to have it there. The other plugin is called FabFilter Pro DS. It's the de-esser plugin. So you might be wondering, why am I loading it on my master channel? But it's because of this mastering preset that has the FabFilter inside, which will you can pick this one, which will try to de-ess vocals that are inside the music, which can be applied if you have, for example, only, you know, one file where the instrumental and the a cappella is already mixed together. So you can and the syllables are quite high in there. You can try to reduce it by, you know, this preset from this specific plugin. But my advice is to put the de-esser in the a cappella right in the mix if you have the choice of really maybe you have a cappella separated from the instrumental, so it's better to put it on the a cappella and not on the whole mix with the instrumental together, because it will be affecting even though you don't want it to affect, and the plugin basically doesn't want to affect instruments from the track, but if you just put it in there, it will be affecting instruments as well. So that's the first preset, but we will be using this high-end transient limiting. As you can hear, it really reduces the high frequencies of the track, but in my opinion, it's reducing too much, for this time, for this specific time. Yeah, just for now. So what I will do is that, or what you can do is that you can play with these range knob, with this range knob and this threshold knob. You can maybe also play a bit with those frequencies markers, and just find the spot that you want to achieve, and yeah, you can just play it with it. Once you feel that there are too much of those really high frequencies that are hurting your ears, you can use this plugin because it can help you to reduce these sounds. So that's the FabFilter Pro DS. The other thing that I'm also using a lot is this REQ6 stereo, of course, by Waves. It's some can say that it's a classic equalizer. Well, it is, but it is doing a magnificent job. Oh, yeah, it is doing a magnificent job in when you apply it on your master channel. I really love FabFilter Pro Q2, EQ2, and a bunch of other equalizers, but this specific equalizer is doing just awesome job. You don't need to really overcreate things in there. You just slightly turn maybe higher frequencies up a bit. You make sure that those frequencies under, let's say, 30 hertz are really off. You can maybe slightly increase those bass frequencies, sub-bass frequencies. It's up to you. This EQ, in my opinion, is really the final equalizer that you need, to really find the tiny spots that you need to repair or whatever to make the sound really as you want, to make it brilliant. So this equalizer is, in my opinion, the best one for master channel. So far, maybe there are a lot of other ones, but so far I'm using this one. I can really hear the difference in my headphones, so I hope you can hear it too. The last plugin we will take a look at is this Isotope Ozone 5. I'm not a big fan of mastering with Isotope because I don't feel it's making a good job, even though there are plenty of producers that are using it. But I feel like applying effects separately, mainly from FabFilter or Waves on the master channel, really those you currently need is, or it's just simply works better for me. So I won't be showing you or teaching you how to use Isotope Ozone 5 here, but I wanted to tell you that once you will decide to use, for example, a multi-band compressor or this type of complex plugin which has presets loaded inside, you will need to, in case you are creating music as I'm doing, that which means that from the very beginning of the project, I'm usually turning on all of my stuff really loud. It's so the the limiter is catching peaks from the very beginning, so at the end it's really like very loud. You will need to turn down the volume before it goes to the isotope ozone, let's say in our case, because it's not built for receiving really loud music and then affecting it. It's built for receiving like normal, a bit of lower loudness, then affecting it, and then increasing the volume. That's why the maximizer is the last step of the whole mastering chain. So be sure to when you will decide to use some of these plugins, be sure to turn down the volume by whatever volume controller you have. In my case, in FL Studio user's case, this fruity balance, just you will turn down this volume before it goes to the sound goes to the isotope ozone 5, and then you can just raise it up, here, or you can use this maximizer, whatever mode you want to use. But be sure to do it like this, because otherwise, let's try something. Let's find a preset that could work for our track. I'm sorry, I will just loop the drop, and I will find a preset. Let's say we have a dance, because I know electronica, I really don't like those presets, but okay. Dance club master, crisp drums with whatever. You can hear that the sound is destroyed, so you need to turn down the input volume to leave the plugin enough space to properly affect and to properly work with the audio it is receiving. Yeah, as you can hear, as I'm turning down and up this input button, it's not affecting the output volume because it has been maximized. The volume has been turned up again by the maximizer, but it fixes the damage that this big volume input is doing to the sound. So once you will decide to use isotope ozone 4, 5 or 6 or whatever, be sure to lower the volume in case the volume is clipping already. That's what I wanted to tell you. So yeah, I'm not sure what you will receive for free in the description of this video, but I think we will provide you a mastering mixer channel for FL Studio from one of our packs. So yeah, just be sure to check the description.